What else beyond these two songs do you have right now that you're sitting on?
A couple.
She's sitting on a few,
Yeah.
but what we want to do as far as pushing it, we want to do singles. We want to push singles. We don't want to try an album.
Okay.
We want to push one single, then another single. That's our ideal.
Oh, what's your plan when you say push one single? Like, what would you, around one single, then what happens? What is your
Around
push?
one single, our goal is to, once that single drops and it's released, to get in touch with a couple radio stations to see if we can get them to play it, distribute it with, like, we're working with Suave Churchill and, what is it called, Imone Distribution. They're going to help distribute the music digitally, and I'm just going to try to network as much as I can to push it on a physical level, and her doing these live performances like in Studio City, doing the Urban Network. All of those things are just helping people see who she is and get her name out there more.
And that's why I love everything of that part. Like, everything you're telling me right now, I love it because you're everywhere. Now, there's the good and the bad part of that is then what, after that first look, then what? Because that was the thing that I like. And seeing you live, yo, you're going to make a believer out of anybody as they see you rock. Like, I'll put money on you for that, for sure. But then once they see it, that was it, was like, what else? So you got a song, okay, and you can perform. And then what? And I think that's what I was more excited about, kind of seeing like where you were at. Because radio, you don't need radio. Hazel don't need no radio. She don't. Like, you could be good to go like with IG, with anything socially, and you doing shows. Are you thinking about, like, so your brand, everyone's talking about brand. How much thought have you guys put into Hazel's brand, like the brand of it? Like, is there, outside of the music?
Yeah, we're thinking about pushing her clothing line. I've been discussing that with Imoni Distribution, helping me build up a clothing line for her, just to help get, like, just to start off small, like with shirts, hats, just simple things like that, because, you know, she just got finished doing a school tour for LA County.
Dope.
So she's been was doing that, and she just finished that about a week ago. So, and she has a movie that's going to be coming out called Hustle Beach. It's a comedy that's coming out the end of this year. So that's going to help her too, because it shows her acting skills. And she's one of the stars in the movie. Her and her sister both starred in the movie. So and then she's going to be modeling Christine Million's clothing line at the Urban Network, and she'll be there herself. So those things are something we're doing too. Letting her touch everything, modeling, acting, you know, singing. Just everywhere we can letting her touch that.
I love it. I love that. I just want you, I want to really make you think about what do you leave them at each spot after you touch them.
Exactly. I want to get, probably get some singles pressed up, or, you know, something, and have it.
Singles are good, but singles, they can get your single if it's a SoundCloud. They could hear your single if it's somewhere else. Like, I want you to leave, like, something so they can, because they're going to be a fan of yours. So the music is the music. That's always going to be the music for what you do. But is it your website where you're going to have this merch? I wouldn't use clothing line necessarily. I would have more brand lifestyle merchandise. So, like, if you like the hat, you know what I'm saying, like a certain type of hat, if it's the suede joint you got on right now, if it's that kind of hat, and that's what you have on your store, or if it's a certain jacket or a certain tank top or a certain, you don't need a line of clothes, like, because there's too many haters. They would rather see your stuff and be like, I'm not buying that. But then when you have a couple special pieces, they're like, for the fans, this ain't for the haters. Like, you know what I mean? But I say that because you're going to spend a lot of money on a line. And it's a lot of cost, and then it's a lot of other people you got to get involved. I'm talking about monetizing what you're doing right now. You're already out there. But all of this being out there has to come back to y'all. You know what I mean? In some way, something. And it's coming back in good relationships. So that's great. Keep networking, I won't say stop doing that. You've got to do that. But I think it's having something more now to show them every time they look, outside of just being out. So this is what's coming. This is, if it's a single and you want to do the single push, cool. But there's the single, the music. Then there's the single, the visual on IG. Then there's the single behind the scenes. Then there's the making of. Then there's the connecting with the producer. Then there's the actual video for it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I
there's
see
this
what you're
whole campaign all around one single.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then you follow it all the way through, and then when it's done, it's ran its course. Cool, you're ready with the next one.
DJ